Blessings. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. One thing I noticed is that whenever I do come to town, Dad definitely gonna find some way to get me up front and center to speak. But it's a blessing to be able to get up and, give your testimony. As the word says, they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb, by the word of their testimony, right? So next month will be officially 20 years of United States Air Force.
Amen.
God's been good. It's been a journey, that's for sure, personally and professionally, but God's been faithful the whole journey. Courtesy of Mom and Dad praying for me, siblings praying for me. I really appreciate that. I had to take a trip up. I'm going to condense it for the sake of time. I relocated to San Antonio, Texas in September of this year, and I had shipped my Jeep from Anchorage, Alaska to Seattle, Washington. So I flew to Seattle, Washington to get my Jeep. Now, Google Maps, that's approximately 2,143 miles. You're going to drive through Washington, Oregon, Idaho, Utah, New Mexico, and then into the Lone Star State, the great state of Texas. So that's a long drive.
Yes.
I managed to do it in 2.5 days. I know what I was thinking, but I'll never do that again. I won't wish that on my worst enemy. I felt like a zombie by the time you got to where you're going. So when I got my Jeep, I'm riding, and I crossed the border from Washington to Oregon. And I noticed that my steering wheel started vibrating. I'm like, what's this? Like, it's on the 2019 Jeep. I'm a Mopar man, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. It's on the drive, right? So my steering wheel was vibrating. I'm like, what's going on here? So I managed to make it to Texas, and something tells me, go get the tires changed. I'm like, I ain't trying to spend $1,500 on no tires. I'm not doing it. But it just kept pounding in me, go get your tires changed, okay? So I went on ahead and took it to the shop that's right away from my house, and I told the gentleman what happened, and he said, yeah, most likely your rotors are bad. About time for some new rotors, new brake pads, probably a whole new braking system, trying to get me to spend about $1,000. Like, you're not about to hustle me. I think it's the tires. So he put it up on the left, and then I go sit down. Before I make it to my seat, he called me. He goes, yes, sir, those tires are dunsies. We need to get you some more tires. I said, it looked fresh to me. But he said, the problem is, those tires are fried. He goes, where'd you just come from? I said, I just drove from Kent, Washington, right outside of Seattle, Washington. He said, son, you should have made it. He said, the tires should have blew out. You shouldn't be standing here talking to me today.
Look at God.
Faithfulness. It's from generation to generation. Just be faithful, Mom and Dad. Be faithful to us. He will keep us. As long as the song says, we keep our eyes on Him. And He's kept my life over the course of my career. I mean, I've been in Chicago, had a gun put to my head, .22 caliber. Cat's trying to take the stuff from me, I'm not gonna give it to him. I'm gonna stand on business. I live, I take mine. But again, there's no instance where my life been taken from me. But because of the prayers of the righteous,
Amen.
I stand here today.
Yes.
So, thank you, Lord. So, next testimony. Everyone's quick to say Jesus saves, right? He saved. Jesus saves. Right? You've heard that since when we first in Texas back in like 1994, right? Carpenter's Code, right? Jesus saves. We know He saved your soul, but He also saved your time, energy, and money, right? He most certainly saved your money. If you go to John chapter 2, He turned the water into wine. They ran out of wine. But He took the water and turned it into wine, saved money. Matter of fact, it was the best wine.
Yeah.
It was the wine. It was the best wine. You drink something tart, I ain't gonna say wine. But when it hits you right here, it hits you right there in the jugular. He said, He saved your money. What I'm getting at is this. Moved to Texas, sold my house in Alaska, made some transitions, got to Texas, I'm sitting at my table. And I'm looking at my finances, looking at how much I owe my vehicles, and I hear a voice say, call USAA and tell them to cancel the homeowner's insurance on the home in Alaska since you no longer have that house. I said, no problem. Now, mind you, on my sedan, I owed $1,554. Remember that number, 1,554. So I called USAA, sold my home. I'm canceling the insurance on it. As I go to hang up, the young lady says, Mr. Warren, don't hang up yet, we have something for you. And I'm like, what's that? Now, mind you, I owe $1,554 on my car. She said, sir, we owe you a check of $1,550. Now, I was bamboozled. I was dumbfounded. Like, is this real? Like, huh? Because the amounts were so similar. So they went ahead and made the deposit, and I was trying to pay my car off by December, January. I was going to pay my car off in September as soon as I got to Texas.
Amen.
He accelerated that.
Yes.
Whenever you are making certain moves, certain investments, and he's leading you, and you have questions, he will breadcrumb you along the way and let you know you're heading in the right direction. To reassure you, to give you that confidence and let you know this is the way, walk you in it. I'm thankful. Again, as Mom and Dad said, 2025 is definitely going to be a unique year. And definitely look forward to see God's continued faithfulness as we press on.
Amen.
Into time.
Amen. That's right.